and welcome to the Billowing Hilltop podcast. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Go Yule. Thanks, dear readers, for listening to us over the course of the last year. The Elders of the Hilltop wish you a joyous and peaceful festive season. If you're stuck for ideas for what to get us for Christmas, you could leave us a rating or a review on your podcast app of choice. That would be lovely. You can find us on Twitter at Billowing Hilltop, you can find us on Facebook, or you can email us at hello@billowinghilltop.com, and we would love to hear from you. In fact, we may even retrieve your email from Paul's engorged sack and read it out in Mailbag Corner. That's all I have. Let's push on with a festive episode 70 of the Billowing Hilltop podcast, Ghast Christmas.
So Lucas is in an underground bunker somewhere.
I don't know where Lucas
Zurich.
is. All I know is...
That's why he's not here this evening.
All I know is that it is...
For the readers.
Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas, everybody, by the way.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. The last thing we saw of Lucas was he was in the shop buying a red suit with white fur trim. We've not seen him since.
And reindeer snacks.
Draw your own conclusion.
Sorry.
Oh, it's Lucas. He's here.
Oh, welcome.
Welcome. Come in.
Put your sack down.
About time.
Put the sack down in the corner and we'll get started. You haven't missed much.
Both your sacks.
Park the reindeer.
Busiest day of the year, basically. Really, really busy.
Take your boots off.
Ho, ho, ho.
So has everybody got me a big present?
No.
You've
Oh,
forgotten.
yes.
You haven't
Sorry,
forgotten.
I
really
rehearsed that.
Well,
special
you've
present.
got 3 months to remember.
No, we haven't, Johnny, because Christmas is the day after tomorrow. Yeah? Don't break the magic. Don't break the magic of Christmas.
You spoil it for all the little people.
We haven't played for a couple of weeks, but we've been doing a lot of chatting about rules. Should we talk about rules?
Let's talk about rules.
We love talking about rules.
I made a note of the rules we've got to talk about. I've got 3, and I think you think that I've only got 2.
We think you only know 2.
That's basically
Very
it's
quick.
100%. It's 100% true.
Very
Deeply
Both the
wounding.
rules we know we've got wrong.
Feel the burn.
That there is fighting talk.
First rule is targeting spells. Uncle Buggy cast, I don't know if you remember this, readers, last week. Uncle Buggy cast a spiritual weapon, but he couldn't see where he was bringing it into being, and that has, we've been off and
But
down
I have seen the target previously, which is a key element.
Well, okay, well, this is the thing. So,
I
Uncle
knew
Buggy-
where the target was, so I
Yep.
knew in my mind where it was.
Mhm.
So as long as I have a clear path, that is not a straight line, then I should be able to cast a spell.
So
Paths
that's
can go
clearly
around corners,
defined
they
in the
can go
rules.
round
No,
cover.
but a path is also clearly defined in the rules, Johnny.
I get the clear path ambiguity. They could have said a straight, uninterrupted, clear path to the target.
Yeah, but they use the word cover.
Yeah, they spoke
Well,
about
but-
100%
but-
cover, which is unambiguous.
Yeah.
So separately, they talk about cover, and it's really
But
under
that's
the cover
that's
rules.
targeting spells, which covers all spells. The rules for casting all spells.
Well,
But the spiritual weapon just says you cast it within 60 foot. That's it. Yes, but at a point that you have a clear path to. That's a point that you can target. It doesn't say
So-
that though.
I have
say
thought on this, and I have decided upon a ruling. Johnny, in Potter, your Princes of the Apocalypse, for those of our readers who don't understand that we play another game, which we would be playing tonight, but we aren't playing tonight because... Why aren't we playing it this evening?
Because we decided to play this instead.
If you think this is chaotic, our dear readers, you should hear us. You should hear the Princes of the Apocalypse game. I actually put a thing about Twitter about the Princes of the Apocalypse game, and I said, you really don't want to hear us blah, 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 unedited, complete, whatever. And somebody just put, inadvertently, you're just selling it even more strongly than you thought you were. So, dear readers, maybe one day we'll record one Princes of the Apocalypse session, so you can hear. I said it's like us without the focus, without the editing, and with Johnny as DM. Do you really want to hear that? And people were just like, yes. Anyway, so on the targeting thing, Johnny, I understand your point about ambiguity. I've done a bit of digging about. This is what I've decided. What I have decided is that every spell has a target. Dan, you could make arguments. You could go backwards and forwards, whatever, about this. But I kind of agree with Dan, which is that it's implied, if not absolutely called out, word for word in every single spell description that every spell has a target. That target can be self, if you're casting, for example, Dimension Door upon yourself, or it can say that you conjure or you bring into being a spiritual weapon at a point that you choose within range. That point that you choose within range is the target of the spell. Yep. If you say that you're going to cast a fireball, then you target that spell. So the target. Now there's very unambiguous language under cover, which basically says you cannot target a spell at a point that has total cover from you. Now total cover is not whether or not you can draw a line from where you are to where you want the spell to come into effect without hitting anything. It's whether or not you can draw a straight line from where you are casting the spell to where you want to bring the spell into effect without hitting any cover. In the same way that you couldn't fire an arrow around a corner, you can't cast a spell around a corner. That is my decision.
Just to try and allay, I mean, I understand your position, Johnny. I it's a flavour of game that you've always been in favour of. That sort of much looser kind of thing, more the 1E kind of thing, where a lot of things weren't defined. But I think my worry is that if you ignore that, you could basically unbalance the game, and that's sort of my main concern. The line about you can't target, something that has full cover is the thing. So you can cast a fireball around on a sort of T junction, and it can go out of your line of direct effect because it's emanating from there.
But Fireball has, in the Fireball spell, specifically says that it goes around corners. It specifically says the effect.
That the effect goes around corners.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You can't target a point that you can't draw a straight line to.
Yeah, precisely. I mean, this is so. Originally, at the beginning, I was with Johnny, and then during the discussion, I went through and basically reading through all of those sets of rules. It is actually reasonably structured because, like Dan says, you have these basic rules about spells, you have these basic rules about targeting, and then if you go and look at individual spells, if they have some kind of special thing in that, i.e. if there was a spell that you didn't need to have total cover, it will say that specifically in the rules. Like it says about, because also there's a specific rule as well about the area of effect. And so most area of effects are also blocked. They don't go around corners.
Yeah, but I think this spell specifically emits... This spell specifically omits anything about targeting or line of sight. I think. It just says you can cast it within 60 feet. Then
the standard rules apply. Yeah. That's the point.
I'm just arguing because I think the rules are very clear on this, but just this particular point. I just think that
I agree with you, Johnny. The rules are not clear. The spell
is not very clear. If you just took it literally, it's anywhere within 60 feet, and I think. You could do that.
Anywhere with 60 feet doesn't mention targeting.
Yeah.
Doesn't mention targeting, though.
It doesn't mention targeting.
I completely agree with Johnny in the sense that spell could say you target a point within range that either it could say that you can see or that you have a direct line to. It doesn't even use the word target.
Yes.
But what I am saying is that for the purposes of the future, and it's only if you want to call it a house rule, it's a house rule. But for as far as I am determining things, where you want a spell to come into effect, be that upon yourself or be that somewhere remote from you, that point I am designating as the target, and the rules around targeting spells apply to that rule. The thing that bothers me still is I've always thought of the magic missile spell as a spell that you could cast at somebody who was hiding from you. As long as you could just see like the tip of their toe or whatever, you could get them. And for me, it's the glass maze. Honestly, I've done an awful lot of going through forums about rules in this, and the best discussion I've found so far was on the glass maze. This sort of works in Johnny's favour, by the way, but we're not going to get into it. You've got a glass maze, you've got an orc in the middle of the glass maze. You can cast magic missile spell. Can you hit the orc with a magic missile spell? Right? By the spirit of Dungeons and Dragons, the old holy spirit of Dungeons and Dragons, that is the point of magic missile spell. The orc is laughing at you. You cast magic missile, and like a cruise missile, it traces its path through the maze to the orc because you can see it, and as long as you can find a line between you and the orc, even if it's round corners, that magic missile will hit it. Agreed? Everybody has agreed with me. I think that's how we think of the spell. Well, according to what my ruling on this, I am removing that tiny little bit of magic from the game, which is not very Christmassy, I will admit. But there's no clear path. If we say that a clear path to the target has to be a straight line, then the glass maze, you cannot hit an orc in the middle of a glass maze. That is the price we're paying for, I think, clarity about. I think we'll avoid. I mean, we're not avoiding an argument. Well, it's not an argument. We'll avoid discussions in the future about this, but there is a price to be paid. That is the thing, I would say. Let's move on to the next one.
But I think, sorry, can I just respond to that? The point about the magic missile is that is unique to the magic missile spell. There weren't any other spells that could do what the magic missile does. So by by making that ruling, you're not actually removing anything.
Well, no, I think if I'm saying that unless it specifically says in the spell description, this spell can target people,
I get you.
Yeah,
I get you.
Then we would have this discussion every time we hit a spell when it didn't. I think we have to say every spell has a target. The target of every spell, you have got to have a direct line of effect to it.
It does say under magic missile, each dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range. It's very specific.
Yes. Yeah, but that's why there's an argument about the glass maze, because the ruling in the end came down that it's that you couldn't, because even though you could see the target within range, the target nevertheless had total cover respective to you. If you tried to fire an arrow at it, you wouldn't be able to. So this is why you're sort of slightly give up a little bit of imagination and kind of old school D&D feel,
or
when
you make
apply
an exception
rules
for magic
universally. Yeah, which I don't think we're going to
Which
do.
is the house
Well, maybe
rule.
we will. Maybe at Christmas I will.
At Christmas.
Right, next one. This one is an absolute fucker. Bonus action spells. This is something we've been getting wrong since we began.
Yeah.
If you cast a spell that says that its casting time is a bonus action, you can't cast another spell in that on your turn apart from a cantrip. We've just been getting that wrong. Now we've got a decision to make. How do we feel about that bombshell discovery?
Do many people do the 2 spells in one? I suppose I used to do a flame.
Doesn't that fuck up people's character builds?
We've definitely it doesn't fuck up character builds.
It impacts. Well, I mean, it impacts my character in Pota because I've built a sorcerer with the quicken spell meta magic property, so that she can cast 2 fireballs on her turn. Or at least I thought she could. I mean, I can see. I can see that perhaps. I mean, there's just a tiny chance that was a little bit out of balance. Yeah. I mean, I concede that. So I'm kind of thinking, do we peer too deeply into this? I think the fact that this game was play tested to destruction.
I think we should play that rule if we've been playing it wrong.
Right. So we are now. So from now on, literally as of now, right? Because I don't know, sessions casts bonus action. I
have 2 bonus action spells. This one kind of.
Yeah, but you do tend to then cast cantrips with it, right?
Yeah.
Your classic one too. Your classic one too is spiritual weapon
and Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead.
And the only other one is
which is
healing
still valid,
word.
Right?
Yeah, you could still do that. Healing word and something.
Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I mean, without letting you peer past the corner of the curtain or peer past the curtain too deeply, your hooved friend in this encounter hasn't yet exploited that, but is partially, I believe, in the way that it's been put together, set up to exploit that rules artifact, and will no longer be able to do so. So that is good for you guys. Third thing on the rules list, this is very quick. We've been having a lot of discussions, or we've gone backwards and forwards on this. Critical hits, yeah? Is it triple the thingy damage, dice, diggy, modifiers, blah, 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 sneak attack damage? I don't know why I happened to stumble across it earlier today. You don't triple the bonuses.
No, just the dice.
We've never played that. It's not triple though, is it? It's double.
Double.
Well, double, triple, whatever.
Yeah.
Have I given something away?
Oh, I see.
You double the dice roll.
Is this the guy we're facing now, by any chance?
You double the dice roll, but you don't double. Yeah. You don't roll a d. If you've got d6 plus 4, it's not 2d6 plus 8. It's or a d6 plus 4 twice. It's 2d6 plus 4. Yeah, as long as we've got that. I think we've gone backwards and forwards. I listened back, obviously, to a lot of our previous play, and we have actually settled on the roll the damage in completely twice, whatever, before. Not that recently. Sorry, not that long ago.
Okay.
We've had an instance where somebody said, no, you roll it, you add the thing, then you roll it again, and so forth. So that's fine, and we're all happy with all of those three things. Yeah.
What were they again?
It's been a while since we played. It's been a while, but not so long that I haven't remembered. Just in case you were hoping that I'd forgotten, that currently there is a worm on Buggy and there is a worm on Burple.
Oh, yeah.
We are
Hard to where we left things. We're not going to recap because recaps get you all cross. And we're going to pick things up.
We are in deep shit.
We're going to pick things up with our hooved friend. Where we left things at the end of last time, it had raised its almost void black, almost absence of light black hammer above its head, raised its other hand, pointed at Alessandra, and said,
"Now I must send you across to the void."
Oh, great.
That's where we'd left things.
Oh, that's right.
And this thing makes a gesture in the air.
Yeah.
And you are indeed all in the void. Just everything just goes.
What, without a saving throw?
There's no anything. You're just suddenly it's ice cold all around you. You feel like you've just been plucked from your plane of existence, from your prime material plane, whatever we want to call it, right? From the solid earth that you understand, and you're just in the dark. You can't see a thing. Buggy,
are there any milky tentacles?
Buggy, you are too far away to be affected by whatever has been affected, but everything goes black up that corridor, Buggy.
Tangra Hadar, right? Have you got any disgusting white tentacles?
Oh,
right.
Everything just
got a new
goes.
Worms figure.
Yeah.
Buggy,
It looks a bit gormless, that new worm figure, doesn't it?
It's a better size though.
Yeah, it's a better size.
The other one looked like the Hungry Caterpillar. So I think it's a massive improvement compared to the Hungry Caterpillar. Now it looks like I don't know what it looks like. It does look a bit like it's going, oh, hello, everybody.
It looks a little bit like it's upside down, doesn't it?
Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming to my party.
But it is upside down, isn't it? The face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nose.
So it could be a nose and eyes and spiky hair.
You turn it the other way around and it's like, hello, children.
It's like a king.
Yeah. Anyway, well, it's a little Christmas character.
When this round started, did the Hoovy guy get Hoofy guy get impacted by the Spirit Guardians?
Not only did he get impacted by them, but he actually laughed. He went and he ran his hands through them like they were butterflies dancing around him and said,
"What a pleasing sensation."
Excellent.
As he let them settle around him and let them flutter around him. He seemed delighted by them.
That's
now.
amazing.
And we didn't get a saving throw to this void, weird black, whatever it is.
Void weird blackness. Yeah. No, you don't get a saving throw for the void weird blackness.
So dark vision doesn't help.
Dark vision does not help. You can hear soft whispers from seemingly, all around you and away from you in this seemingly trackless void.
Aren't there sort of wet slithering hand things?
Uncle Buggy, you can also hear these weird whispers, but the corridor to your north, Buggy's just gone black. It's just now.
Dispel magic.
Yep, should be 3rd level spell. Tangra Hadar, right?
It's not the right. It was slurping noises. We'll find out soon.
Parker. Give me a perception check, Parker. In fact, Parker, Burple, Alessandra. Can you give me perception checks?
3.
Okay.
With Burple gets a 14.
Alessandra gets a 13.
Burple and Alessandra, you've even though you've kind of suddenly been denied all your senses. Yeah. You've got the sense that this figure was proximate to you. You could feel its energy. Yeah, you could feel its physical presence near you, and you've got the sense that it is moving or going away from you somehow. You're not quite sure. And Sessions, can you give me a perception check, please?
Yes.
17.
Ooh. What's the old advantage on perception from? Is it your magic armor?
Shield.
I thought you'd sold that shield, Sessions.
I was going to sell the shield, but I didn't sell the shield, I think. Still in my...
I think. That's a good system to have.
No, I still have the
No,
sentinel
you still have it.
shield.
You still have it.
I didn't
No,
throw
you
the sentinel shield.
You still have it. You still have it. You think that you can feel the presence of this thing looming upon you, Sessions.
Oh dear.
And we move on.
That is so in character, Graham. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
You might hear Burple, Parker, and Alessandra just from your sort of where your south used to be before you were plucked into the void. You might hear a tiny little voice just go, "Oh dear." Yeah. Now, Burple, on 5, it is your turn. The first thing that happens on your turn, Burple,
Yes.
is that you take damage.
Yes, I thought I might.
You take cold damage, Burple.
God.
Everybody's favourite type of damage.
Cold damage. How much cold damage?
You take 6 points of cold damage, Burple, and it is your turn on 5. You cannot see a thing. You can feel, you think, the sort of suggestion of something nasty near you, sort of something wriggly in the void in which you are set. And don't forget that you're taking a d6 off all of your skill checks, attack rolls, and constitution saves against losing constitution saves against losing concentration spells because of the mental effect that was hit upon you earlier. You've got 5 more. Well, this is the 5th rounds. This is the 5th round of it, so you've actually got 5 rounds and this turn. Off you go.
Okay. Well, look, I'm going to try and get this thing off me. So scrape it off me.
Okay, so you can make an attack.
Unless it's burrowed, you can just scrape it off.
It's not burrowed.
Isn't it killed by the spirit guardians?
You know what?
They're still there. I'm sure they're still there.
I think
it's not its turn. I don't think it's damaged by the spirit guardians until its turn.
Well, yes.
Now we're in rules conversations.
No,
and
that's
its
right.
turn is not for ages.
Okay.
You can. What I think you need to do. Give me an attack roll, but you're going to be rolling your attack at disadvantage.
Well, hang on. I'm just thinking of the situation.
It's on you. You're normally rolling an attack to destroy it. You just squish it, and the attack is normally a formality.
Can I just check something?
Yes.
It's not going to go for ages. When does it go?
It goes
before or after the big thing.
It went before the big thing because it was planted on Burple by Stomach, the giant, pregnant with worms, evil beast that staggered up and put it on Burple just before the big guy went.
Has it gone since I last went?
Yes.
Then it must have been impacted by the spirit guardians.
No, because it didn't have a turn. We can get into this in however much detail, right? The creature, it has been delivered onto Burple by a creature that was wounded by the spirit guardians.
Okay, so
at the start of its turn, and then it placed the worm on
So
Burple.
the calculation is there anything that's going to hit Graham before
the cold damage,
bringing down the
the cold damage.
The cold damage
is definitely going to impact, but I'm probably save against that. Who knows?
Yeah. So what do I need to do to scrape it off, Mike? Yeah. What do I need to do? Sorry.
You're trying to attack armor class 10, but it is at disadvantage because it's dark. You're basically fumbling around with whatever weapon you've got in your hand. You think you've got this thing on you. You're kind of going, and you're trying to sort of slash at it. Yes, shaking at it won't get rid of it necessarily. You're going to try and try and squash it with the flat.
Hack it off.
So what you're saying is I've got a D20 minus a D6 at disadvantage to scrape this thing off me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm just saying that it's
Well, it's clearly not easy. That's
like it's not a sword of sharpness you're wielding there.
Did Mary and Joseph complain, Dan, as they tried to find shelter for the night on that
all right.
holy Christmas Eve? No, they didn't.
Okay, here we go. First one hits. Oh, that's good.
That's going to be good. Even with the D6 off, you're going to have done it. So all you need to do is roll.
All you need to do. Brilliant.
All you need to do is roll a number.
Yeah, easy.
Hey, I'm on your side.
Yeah, of course you are.
Jingle bells, jingle bells. Hey,
It's even better. Look at that.
You squish it.
Yes.
You squish it as like the bug that it is.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do? You got a move
Yes,
action.
I've got a move action.
Can't see anything. But
but the ground is underneath me, right?
the ground is underneath you.
So
It doesn't feel like it's going to be as easy to move as usual.
hey,
It just doesn't feel like it's going to be as easy to move as usual.
difficult ground. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, the rules will cover that feeling. That
Okay,
will cover
I'm
that.
going to move north.
Where are you going to move? Okay, I mean, right, just set off north.
No, I'm going to head. So I know where I was relative to the corridor. So I'm going to head up that. Try and head up that corridor through ground.
So you're going to sort of that's south. I told you it was disorientating.
Who was that north then?
Well, I mean, you can't remember. I mean, can you remember? The light now with the lights off.
Oh, what?
Who was it? Where were you?
After 2 weeks, you're saying that
Perfectly good.
Because I can't remember. My character can't remember.
Well, I mean, how many times have you said that because you can remember, your character can remember? But you want to head north, that's fine. Yeah. You know where you are.
Corridor.
Yeah, so you kind of try and fumble past Parker, you think was in between you and the corridor.
Yeah.
That's Parker, yeah, okay. You can
Well, I
pass
can go
through his
him,
square.
can't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And the attacks of opportunity as I leave the next square.
Well, we'll see about that, but you're going to move on. Okay, so you're going to go stand in Parker's square.
I'm going to go through Parker.
You're feeling your way into Parker's square. That seems to have, yeah, you're right. Difficult ground. That's cost you 2 squares of movement.
Yeah.
And then you think that past Parker, if you were to sort of slightly head left, you'd be heading north up towards the pit.
Yeah.
The pit with the ochre jellies coming towards you. You take that next step. That's obviously going to cost you more movement. And yes, there is an attack of opportunity on you from this creature, hitting armor class 18. Hold up. It's a disadvantage. In fact, no, it doesn't get an attack of opportunity on you. It doesn't get an attack of opportunity on you.
Oh, excellent.
Doesn't, because it can't see you.
Ha. See?
So you stagger through Parker's square. You stagger into the corridor. That's 4 points. That's 4 squares of movement.
Well, I've got 6, so I'll move another square.
Okay. Well, you're still in the void.
Yes, I know.
Can you give me a dexterity save, DC 17, please, when you finish your movement still in the void?
24.
Even you can't screw that up with a D6. You're fine, but you feel that you've just avoided weird, milky, otherworldly tentacles in the void. On 7 hit points, stuck in the corner, hiding behind a coffin, Alessandra.
Alessandra is going to...
You're not really sure, Alessandra, about anything anymore.
I never really was. Alessandra is going... She's going to try and head to the stairs going up.
You mean she's going to try and blunder across the coffin room towards where the door was?
Yeah, going up the stairs to...
Yeah. I mean, that's all theoretical, the stairs bit. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
There's a creature on the stairs.
I mean, there's you don't know what there is, Alessandra. I mean, if you're thinking about, again, you're going to launch yourself across into a room that you've got a fairly clear sense. You've got a clear sense of the room.
Yeah.
What it used to be like.
Yeah.
And you've got a sense of where people were.
Yeah.
But you can shout at each other.
Yeah. So what we don't know is where the big guy is. Or
we know that
the guy with the hammer.
The guy with the hammer is heading towards Graham. So.
So you are therefore. I mean.
So he's
not going to have to
south.
move far, is he?
He's headed south. You've headed north. I was thinking, I want to get out of this darkness.
Well, they can't see either. So you could.
Yeah.
You could potentially stay put.
Come to Buggy.
Come to Buggy.
Yeah, help me fight these guys.
In between me and you is a devil. The alternative is I head
It's
north.
not going to get attack of opportunities if you move away from it. And you got ochre jellies from the north.
It's not there.
Oh, where's the ochre jelly?
There's no attack of opportunity from the other guys because they can't see you.
So should I go north instead?
Yeah, I would. My plan is just to get out. And stop taking the rounds damage. How long does the Hunger of Hadar last? It's like a concentration 10 rounds or something.
Yeah. So, all right, what I'll do, Mike, here we go. What I'll do is I'll put my left hand against the wall, which I've got, which I'm backed up against, and I will follow the wall with my left hand so that when I hit the corridor heading north, I will turn left into it, keep going.
Okay. And what's your move? 6? Or is it longer?
No, I've got a walking speed of 40.
Okay, so you can move 8. Yeah.
Yep. So if I move.
Yeah. So you can walk past Burple. heading north.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You're still in the void. Can you give me a DC 17 dexterity saving throw?
This is where I could possibly die.
Oh, sorry, you didn't take your 2d6. Let's see if you died right at the beginning.
You
did.
I
11
did.
points of damage.
Yeah, and I'm gone.
Bloody hell.
Oh,
Bye.
Bye.
Sorry about that. There we go. You hatch a plan, you stand up, you rehearse it in your mind. It's all about visualization. And then you suddenly realise that you took 2d6 worth of cold damage right at the beginning of the thing. And down you go.
Happened to roll 11.
Like a sack of spuds. Well, it's the blue dice of power. So
is that the first thing that happens to me?
first thing that happens to you. If
Okay,
you
fine.
start your round in the void, you take
Yeah.
2d6 cold damage, no
Fine,
save.
so there's nothing. Didn't matter. There was nothing I could do anyway.
There was no mistake. You didn't make any. Well, I mean, obviously, let's not peer too
There's
deeply
no
into the
sound of
decisions you've made
remorse
that
in
have
your
taken us to
voice,
this point.
Mike.
But you what?
There's no sound of remorse.
Well, there. I mean,
Almost,
it's just everybody puts up a mask to deal with the world, Johnny. Yeah. I mean, there used to be nice Mike, if you remember, but then one day Dan and I were having a conversation. And he said, "You're just too nice. You're just too lenient. And you're too nice."
At least when I'm doing poetry, I
And,
kind of sound a bit
his words
remorseful.
had a deep effect on me. And at this Christmas time,
So it's all
it's the
Dan's
time
fault.
to be
It's all
Dan's.
complete.
It was
It's-
actually
think of
my
it-
fault. I made a
Think of it
mistake.
as Dan's
I should
Christmas
have just
gift.
have just
all.
grabbed him and dimension doored. That's what I should have done.
That's why we're going to call Dan from now on Secret
Disaster.
Santa. The top of the next round. On 20, it's Parker. Parker, you've got no idea what the fuck's going on.
No.
You're standing somewhere. Burple, you think,
Quite
has just
honestly,
stumbled
perception
past you
check
in the
of
dark.
5.
He's got a glowing green head. That might see that in the dark.
That's true. Even the great power of Hadar could not suppress the glowing conical bonds of Parker. Parker, you
We've moved. I thought it was just my eyes which glowed. Now my whole head glows.
I think for the,
Yeah.
on this magical Christmas special, I think we can allow that, can't we? Now, yeah. So
Does that mean
Burple
I
just-
can see through the darkness of Hadar?
Don't push your luck. It's not Christmas and birthday together. Right. The Burple's just clambered past you, going, "I don't understand." You heard Alessandra go, "Wait a second, I think I could," and it's your go.
And I heard Sessions go, "Oh,
Yeah.
can I ascertain a direction from which Sessions, oh dear?"
Yeah, it
came
came
from?
to your. It came to your south. It came from between you and the room that you know that has all the horrible, hinge head and all the other awful spawn creatures in it. I'm not saying it's coming from somewhere nice, but that's,
No.
I had a minor stroke because things went so quiet. Oh, well, there we go. Oh, let's do your 2d6. Let's do your 2d6 cold damage before we get too far into this. By the way, there's a 6 there. Then there's another 5.
What?
Another
Jesus.
11 points of cold damage.
Bloody hell.
Sorry, it's just a formality, but we ought to get that out of the way just before we.
Okay, so so my question is to hit the really, really nastily wormy one.
Yes.
I'm attacking at
You
disadvantage.
can smell it. Yeah, you attacking
minus a
disadvantage.
minus a d6,
Minus a d6. Yes,
And-
that's exactly right. Yeah.
and it's got total cover because of the darkness. So that's
No,
minus
no.
5 again.
It's just no. Disadvantage is the total darkness. As long as you're assuming it's still there, you're not certain that it's still there, but you're going to attack where you think it was. Yeah. If it is where you think it is, you'll be attacking at a disadvantage. If
Okay.
somehow it has slipped away in the dark, you're just going to meet nothing. You're going to have to make a decision about whether or not you want to attack where you think it was.
But it's
pretty-
between me and Sessions. That's the only.
It was between you and Sessions. That's right. Yeah.
So if I want to move towards Sessions and protect Sessions, then I'm basically going to have to fight my way past this thing.
I mean, you'll
whatever.
certainly find out whether or not it's directly between you and Sessions if you try and walk to see Sessions, because you'll just squitch straight into it.
No. Okay. So what I'm going to do is
Mhm.
I'm going to attempt to go in a straight line
Straight
between
line,
myself
south.
and
Attacking on your beeline.
yeah.
Okay, try and attack the
So,
thing.
That's
Yeah,
like
that's not going to happen. That's an 8. Take a d6 off that.
Well, no, because no, but I get plus 8.
So that's a
So
16.
that's
So roll a d6. Okay, let's play this out. You're right. I was being over harsh.
15.
So that's a 15. Okay, so
Right.
actually you've got a
Hold on.
chance. You've definitely
So
got a chance.
advantage.
Mhm.
A disadvantage. So the
A
second
disadvantage.
one
Oh, that's good. Yeah. You've hit.
22.
Yes, you land a blow.
Whoa, amazing. So that's going to be 1d6. It's going to be 7 points of damage.
And how are you attacking it?
With a quarterstaff.
With the quarterstaff. Okay, fine. 7 points of damage. Yep, thank you.
The second attack is... They're not going to be as... 11...
Take a d6 off that. Let's have a look.
So that's 19...
That's going to be a hit. It's going to be a hit.
Minus
whatever. Okay.
4, yeah. And so
but make the second roll.
7... that's 15.
Roll a d6. Roll a d6. It's still a hit. It's still a hit. Wow. Parker.
That's another 9 points of damage.
Okay,
Thwack. Oh, right, now I've understood why you're asking me what I'm hitting it with, because I assume it's very wormy, so if I hit it with my unarmed strike...
I mean, you can't see a thing, Parker, who knows? And with all the weird whispering tentacles around you, if worms are frantically running down the staff towards your hands, would you know? You wouldn't. Is that it for your hits, or are you going to spend a key point and...
No. I mean, I've got one unarmed strike, but I'm just wondering whether to use it if the danger of hitting him.
Imagine sinking that fist deep into that wormy belly. Oh, so satisfying. So satisfying. Like reaching into like a little mouse sticking its paw into a live bowl of macaroni cheese. Come on, it's Christmas. Why not?
No, I'm playing it safe.
Go on. Damn it.
No.
Okay.
Playing it very safe at the moment.
Is that you done?
That's me done then.
On 16.
Do I get any indication? I don't hear anything slumping to the ground or anything like that.
You don't hear anything slumping to the ground. No, you hear slightly isolated with hinge head and half skull. It is Uncle Buggy, who's just rolled a 3.
No, I was rolling that to get rid of the rubbishy dice roll to start off with. I knew I'd roll. I knew I'd roll badly. I didn't. No, I haven't said I'm attacking anything yet. That was just practice.
So if that had been an 18, you're saying
no,
no,
I knew I was going to roll crap. The first roll was going to be crap.
What a shame I rolled an 18 on my little
practice roll.
You were just clearing your throat dice-wise.
Anyway,
I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
I've got a worm on me, right?
You have a worm on you. Yep.
So my spiritual thing is going to attack. He's going to attack it or flick it off.
Okay. So you've got to. Okay. So that's a bonus action.
Yes. Can I do that first?
Sure. Okay.
8 plus 5, I think
it's enough. It's enough.
Okay.
It squishes the worm.
Right. Now I'm raging. If I injured either of these.
Yes, you think that you've done quite a lot of damage on Hingehead.
Right, I'll bash Hingehead. 15.
Hit.
20 points of damage.
Wow.
5 of which is cold.
Yep, okay, yep.
Still alive?
Looks really quite significantly wounded though.
Okay, bash him again.
Yep.
10.
10 is a miss on Hingehead. Is that it?
I think I might just go a little bit further back so they're one at a time.
Okay, so you're just running a little bit up into that corridor to the north. But nevertheless, obviously, there is some attacks opportunity on you.
But
first of all,
I have my boots of speed, which means they're attacking at disadvantage.
It attacks you once, so it's going to attack you with its giant, flexible tongue. Hitting armor class 17, armor class 25. And at disadvantage, has to roll again. Rolls 16, armor class 24. That's going to be a hit. You take 14 points of piercing damage. And can you give me...
Right, that's 7 points.
Yes, and can you give me a
DC
10 Constitution saving throw, please?
20.
Okay, fine. So you're not paralyzed. And then Half Skull slams at you with its fists, rolling a 14 armor class 20.
Okay, disadvantage.
Oh, yes, of course. Let's just see what it rolls for the second dice. Rolling a 7 is only armor class 13, which is not going to be enough. All the fun is about to end, isn't it? With Sessions on 13, I suspect that Sessions has got stuff, but we'll see.
I think you have to do your 2d6 damage, don't you, to start?
Oh, well done. Oh. Apple for the teacher. 8 points of cold damage. Oh, did I? Oh, no, I did make him make his save, yeah. Did I make Parker make his save? Yes, I did. I think I did. Okay, anyway.
So rather annoyingly, I guess I have to make a Constitution DC 10 saving throw.
You do. But at least you're not Parker and or Burple who have to do that with a minus d6.
So I
which
make that. So then I can start my round. So I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on the Hunger of Hadar.
Right. Tell me about Dispel Magic, please.
Right. It's relatively simple.
Yeah.
If it's a 3rd level or lower spell, it ends.
And that means the spell as in...
Well,
not the cut.
It's if you cast it as a 4th level spell, then it's a 4th level spell.
It is a 4th level spell.
Right. So 4th level or higher, I have to make an ability check to dispel it, which is DC 10 plus the spell level. So I guess it's DC 14. Straight
Got it. Yep.
Ability
Big
check.
time, big moment.
So my it's not a saving throw, it's just an ability check, as far as I can see.
Right. So yeah, but you're trying to find you're rolling your
D10 plus 4 to get 14.
Yeah, D10 plus 4 to get 14. Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
So let's see what happens.
Yes. Okay.
Nice one.
Right.
Nice one.
Nice one. That dispels the thing.
And I can see where Hooves is now. That's rather disconcerting.
Yeah, Hooves is right in your grill.
Yes. Well, I was going to move, but I'm not.
He goes. He looks a little. Well, he looks all right. But he
And
goes.
there's one of them between us and the exit. Backwards is on the bottom of the stairs, the exit corridor.
And there's Ear Dangle right next to you.
Yeah.
South of you in the corridor.
Does anybody want to sort of group together down near me?
I think we're thinking of grouping together nearer the way out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're within one person of us, aren't you? You're going to pass Ear. You'll be up by Ear Dangle next go.
Or it can be very fast, but do you want me to key on fighting? I think I've almost killed the grinning skull thing.
Yeah.
Or are we actually just running? I mean, I've only got 17 hit points. I don't really want to hang around if you aren't.
Well, what are your options? So, how's everyone for hit points?
I'm about half.
I'm on 30 of 75.
Yeah, I got 41 of 75.
I think we know where I am.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're not on last legs, are we?
What happened to Alessandra?
She slumped to the ground.
Yeah,
but
we're Alessandra down and Parker is damaged. Yeah.
How damaged is Parker?
I think he said he's on 17.
That's Buggy.
Buggy's on 17, but
I'm 17, but I take half damage.
So one option would be to move up to sort of here, so I'm next to Parker, but that might make me right in the middle of the sandwich.
Into the coffin room.
Yeah. Obviously, Ear Dangle would be chewing on me as I moved there.
Yeah.
So move to where? Next to Parker, staying with Hooves.
Yeah, I mean, he's next to me anyhow, so there's not much I can do about that.
So that would be one attack of opportunity, and then you'd get attacked by Backwards and Hooves.
Yeah. Or I just stay where I am for this round.
What about the side corridor going off to the south?
What's Buggy's speed?
140.
Epic, right? Buggy's like this little.
Yeah. Because if you moved, then
Road
Buggy
runner.
would get closer, but that's the only advantage, really.
If I move one up or something.
Yeah, you'd also take the attack of opportunity. It's not worth doing. Stay where you
Okay,
are.
I'm going to stay where I am. I've done my round.
That's it for you.
Yeah, well, now that I can no longer cast extra bonus actions to heal people, yeah, that's.
No, well, you see, this is the thing. Yes.
This is why Mike introduced it. Read up.
Well, no, I mean, I didn't.
I know.
Didn't we find this when we were looking at the other thing? Yeah.
We did find this when we were
It was
looking at
it's the bonus. It's the bonus action for the spiritual weapon that has got us started down this little wormhole of horror for all concerned. Right. That's it for sessions.
Yeah.
It's the bad guys,
Spirit Guardians.
depending upon your point of view.
Spirit Guardians and Worms.
Yeah. So let's start with Spirit Guardians. Nobody's got a worm on them, right?
No.
Okay. So there's a saving throw to be made for everybody that's inside the Spirit Guardians as they start their turn. Let us start with Ear Dangle.
Ear Dangle, yeah. So DC 15.
Yep, DC 15.
Wisdom.
What save? This is going to fail that. Okay, fine. So how much damage is that on Ear Dangle?
On Ear Dangle.
Ear Dangle looks quite wounded, by the way.
8.
Okay, and
Not good.
Now it looks a little bit more wounded. But I mean, it would give it all back just for a normal ear. And it is going to swipe at Sessions.
Boo.
Its first attack at Sessions. First slam attack. It's armor class 13, I think, which I don't think is going to be enough.
No, it's not a hit.
That's not a hit. That's annoying. And its second attack. Rolling a 9. Ooh, hitting armor class 15.
Is not a hit.
Oh, damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Well, that's not gone well.
Is that your round?
Giant Belly is going to attack.
Saving throw for Giant Belly?
See, the tables have turned. Oh, cock. Okay, how much damage is it on Giant Belly?
10, 11 points of damage.
Giant Belly doesn't look so good either. Can you give me a perception check, though, Sessions? Anyone? Really?
10.
Okay. What about Parker? You can give me a perception check.
Purple?
Oh, God, another 5 in total. No.
Yeah, Burple can have a quick look.
A quick look.
You think...
17?
You think, Burple, that although there's two things going on here. They seem to be somehow revivifying, but the Spirit Guardian damage seems to be particularly effective at suppressing their ability to revivify themselves. Yes?
Right.
You've noticed with these things before that they sort of they take damage and they seem to sort of surge back to life. And that's still taking place, you think, to a certain extent, but you think that the Spirit Guardians are...
suppressing it. Countering
Yeah,
it.
super effective. Yeah. So Giant Belly took its damage, and now it is going to attack Parker. First slam attack on Parker, hitting armor class 21.
No.
Damn it. Second attack on Parker, hitting armor class nothing. It's just, how can you all fail at the same time? You see backwards, walk forwards, up away from you, up the stairs. Just disappears from view a little. Now, let us take ourselves to the land of Buggy. First of all, Hingehead is going to... What did we decide about attacks of opportunity and the thingy?
What do you mean?
The spiritual weapon doesn't get one.
Doesn't get them, does it? No. Okay. So that's another thing we decided, dear readers, about spiritual weapons. So Hingehead comes slumping after you, Uncle Buggy, and it attacks you with, first of all, with a claw, hitting armor class.
One critical fail, so he loses his
End of his round.
Unless it gambles. And are you going to gamble, Hingehead?
Of course I'm going to gamble.
It is going to gamble. If it rolls a miss, then it has to draw a critical fail card. If it rolls a hit, then that just turns that one into a normal miss. Here we go. Rolling a d20. Rolling an 11. Armor class 19. Is that a hit?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just a normal miss then. So it doesn't matter. You're where you were.
I'm going doing my Wrath of Storm.
Okay, fine. Do your Wrath of Storms, but I've got
Before
my 20.
You rolled that 20.
Well, I think the dice is rolling across the table.
I said it before.
Fine. I just write these down. These things. Let me just get my pen.
Right, so it takes a DC 13 Dex save.
Okay. Well, so that's... Are you saying I rolled the dice after you'd said you were doing your Wrath of Storms? You're certain? Yeah?
I
either rolled it before you said you... Yes? Okay, well, it's saved then.
Alright, so it just takes 1... Alright, it just takes half this damage then. It takes 3 points of lightning damage.
Okay, yeah, 3 points of lightning damage.
Okay, now you can have your second attack.
Oh, thanks very much. How very kind of you. Rolling a 3.
Good for that.
Worked out rather nicely for you.
Yeah.
And then it tries to bite you.
Hang on,
It's
already had its
final
attack.
attack. What's the matter?
Well, it's had 3 attacks, is it?
Yeah, it gets 3 attacks around. Armor class 16. Is that enough?
Miss.
No. Yeah, okay. And then Half Skull can't attack you. It's just going to start following up.
I have to say, that was a bit of tactical genius.
What? Pretending that
Retreating into a corridor.
Oh, that.
Where only one of them can attack. 43 years.
Hooves steps.
Does he not get affected by the Spirit Guardians?
Oh, yes. Let's have a roll for the Spirit Guardians. He rolls a 5. That's not good. What's the DC?
15.
Oh, that's not going to be enough. That's not enough. What's the damage?
That's more like it. 24 points of damage.
94 points of damage.
Graham suddenly is rolling.
Again, it lets the cards play over its body. Yes.
Must be doing something.
I love the sensation of these flitting creatures.
And then it steps to there, and then it vanishes and appears next to Uncle Buggy.
Oh, come on. Why would it attack a small little hobbit?
And then it attacks a small little hobbit. It raises its axe above its head. It says,
I shall hammer you into the floor.
Why? Did you roll randomly, see your attack?
no, I chose you after the D20 incident. And it misses. Oh, damn it. And with its second attack, it rolls a 20. Well,
Never
I
quite.
never did. Okay, now,
Why did it attack me anyway? He didn't even know I was there.
Well, it stepped out into the corridor, saw you there. It
Saw a
wants to
little
go
hobbit.
south. It could only go so far with its little jump. And so it ended up having to attack you. It's nice and simple. So anyway, let's get back to this because it's all getting a bit unfortunate. And it's Christmas, the time of goodwill. Critical damage. So it's not going to gamble because, it's going to do the following. What alignment are you, Uncle Buggy?
I am neutral.
You are neutral. Fine. So first of all, the hammer itself does 2, 3, 4, 5. Now's your rolls. 4, 5, 6. God, you got away with one there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so that's 5. Yeah.
And then necrotic damage.
Which I'm still resistant to because I've got a weird.
Yeah. It does
thing.
a further 6.
Oh, right, I'm going to go down
13, 18. It does a further 25 necrotic damage.
25?
Yep, 48. Well, I double the dice, right, guys? According to the critical rules. Yeah.
You do?
14, so I'm on -2, then I'm on 0.
25 would have been 25 is 12 points. 12 points, not 14.
12? Yeah, I'm exactly on 0.
And down you drop. It goes.
I will now stand on your failing body.
I still don't know why it attacked me. You got 4 people down there end, and you suddenly come and attack me. I just didn't get it.
There we are. And on to Burple on 5.
Why didn't you attack Burple or the monk?
What? Taking a little moment aside, Johnny? Yeah. It would have to go round Parker to attack Burple, obviously. It could have gone north and attacked Parker, but it wants to head south. It's trying to get back to, that's what you give away too much already.
Yes, protect its thing.
To protect its thing, precisely.
Lucas, how you doing for hit points?
Not great, but I mean, I'm on 15. But I still have my relentless endurance.
Can I use my dice in any way?
Heal Alessandra.
Was there
Before
we
you
haven't
do
had a
the-
saving
No, Alessandra's dead.
What about the
I thought
critical?
she
I
was
can't
on,
influence the critical.
Alessandra's not
She's
dead.
She's
No,
not.
she's on-
She's going to be making death
Of
saving
course,
throws.
she's making
Death
death
saving
saving
throws.
throws.
Nobody's dead.
Nobody's
Heal
dead.
her.
Of course, I will.
I can't use my Orc dice on its attacks, can I?
No, I'm afraid not. You can only use your Orc dice on your own rolls. If there'd been a saving throw, yeah, you could have.
So, Buggy.
Yeah, Buggy's down. Alessandra's down.
So I can try and do something on it, or I can heal Alessandra.
Can you heal Buggy from where you are? Is there any
No.
way you can?
No.
You haven't got a.
No, but I
Healing
might be able
word
to
or something.
disable hooves.
Disable hooves.
Oh, how would you do that?
Well, I've got a confusion, or I've got a enemies abound. Confusion is my dimension door, so I'm a little wary of. But enemies abound.
So adding our guns to our guns or reducing theirs, either way.
I shall step to next to Alessandra, and I shall do a cure wounds at second level. Looks good. Second level.
Okay, what does it give me?
Okay, big moment.
Doing healing 13.
13.
13.
That's very kind of you. Thank you very much indeed.
There is a Christmas present that everyone can get behind.
That is great.
Alessandra, on 4, bottom of the round.
Well,
This is the end of the 6th round of Burple and Parker's mental torment.
Kill giant belly.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm class 13.
Armor class 13 is a hit on Giant Belly.
Okay, well in which case we're going to take an initial 6 points of damage, And then an additional 10 points of damage of sneak attack, which is 16 points of damage in total.
16 points of damage. It is... it's looking unwell, Alessandro. Looking very unwell.
Excellent. That's my round.
That's it? Okay. New round. Top of the round. On 20. It is Parker.
Well, I guess I've just got to carry on hitting Fat Belly or whatever he's called.
That's sizist, but okay.
Giant Belly, sorry. First attack.
Is this using your quarterstaff?
Yes, no longer a disadvantage, I'm guessing, because...
No, not a disadvantage, but minus D6.
Yes, of course. So that's a 15.
Yes,
that's a hit.
Damn. Yes.
Yes,
It's a hit. Yes, that's fine.
Yeah, that's 11 points of damage.
Oh, hello. Your quarterstaff swings round. You knock its head off, and it just goes... bleh. Worms go sploogling all over the floor. It collapses.
Excellent. Right.
Now
I've still got 2 more attacks. So I notice...
Backwards. Kill backwards.
But surely we want to get rid of ear dangle first.
Yeah, but you can't get to ear dangle, so
kill.
kill.
Yeah, alright. So...
Kill backwards.
So what? Running back up to the wine cellar, that's where you saw backwards staggering. That's going to be, even with the D6, that's going to be a hit. How much damage?
So 8 points of damage. And how wormy is backwards?
Backwards is as wormy as all of the others.
So there's an unarmed strike is going to have a chance of getting worms on me.
You've never risked it, but you would have thought that common sense would say probably.
Okay, then I will not risk it.
For a biscuit. For a Christmas biscuit.
Let me just have a look. What I need to do is... Can I do anything with my bonus action then?
Sessions roasting on
I
an
don't think I
open
can,
fire.
unfortunately.
Buggy.
Right, I know what I'm going to do additionally.
Yes.
I'm going to use my last key point.
Mm-hmm.
And when you make a hit with a melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 key point to make the target stunned until the end of your next turn. If it fails a con saving throw, DC 13.
Is that something you have to do? You can do that post the attack, yes?
It says when you make a hit with a melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 key point. So
okay, go for it. So it's got to roll what? Saving throw?
Con saving throw DC 13.
Rolls. Not enough. Stunned. Okay, got it. That's highly effective. Uncle Buggy, first death saving throw.
Hang on, if it's stunned, it can't make attacks of opportunity, can it?
We'll discover that later.
So that means I can continue to move, and I will move 2 squares away from it.
Okay, so you're going to
go through it, couldn't you?
Go back down the stairs.
Why would I want to go through it, Johnny?
To get away, run away.
Can't go over it. Can't go under it.
But we don't want to get away yet. We will get away together, right?
Unless we're going to try. 10 is enough. Yes.
Yeah.
Or are you just checking?
Well, I was. To be completely honest, I pushed that by. Pushed it by mistake.
Because it's Christmas, we'll take that as a death
Thank
save.
you very much.
On 13, it is Servant of Misfortune, Sessions Eeper.
So, Sessions Eeper.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Buggy. A dear departed relation.
Departed? Steady on.
No,
More sort of mostly gone.
In the waiting room.
Yeah.
Waiting for his
antechamber.
Waiting for his flight to be called.
Yeah. Okay. I will obviously, I'm fond of Uncle Buggy. Not quite sure why.
Well, we're related.
So, yeah, I'll do
What
healing.
is Christmas, Graham, if it isn't the time
For family.
For family.
For family. So,
For family.
I will do healing word on Uncle Buggy.
Ooh,
Okay. Is that a bonus action?
No, it's actually an action, I think.
A full-on action?
Bonus action. It's a bonus action.
Okay.
Oh, thank you for reminding me of that, Mike. So I'll do healing word on Uncle Buggy. Uncle Buggy receives, I guess you want me to roll, 9 points of healing.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
I'll pretend to be dead.
And then I will.
So you're not stirring, Buggy, yeah? Just making sure.
No,
this is clear.
I'm just lying dead as a.
And
dead
I will do Toll the Dead on Dangle Ear.
Toll the Dead on Ear Dangle.
Yeah.
As a cantrip. gets to make a saving throw. It fails the save on a 1.
12 pointy of damage.
12 pointy.
12 pointy
of damage.
And it is Eardangle's turn. Unless you've got something else, Sessions.
No.
Very wary about moving on before people go, oh, but didn't you? Oh, couldn't you? Haven't I? Oh, you've rolled too soon.
I'm just wondering if you could try and get further south, you might push them away from me.
Yeah.
But
Eardangle's sort of in the way.
That was a
Can you get through?
a yeah that said no. He says yeah, and he meant no. Is that it for you, Sessions? You done?
That's me. Yeah, I think I'm not going to move. Yeah, no. I'm all done. Yep.
Eardangle.
Saving throw?
Has to make a saving throw. First thing it does. Rolls a 12. That is a what is it? Wisdom save?
Wisdom save, yeah.
DC 14?
15.
15. It fails that save. So it's going to take damage.
It's
How much?
Spiritual leader.
This is potentially difficult for Eardangle.
14 points of
14 points of damage. It is took damage from your Spirit Guardians last turn, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is destroyed by your Spirit Guardians. Just at the moment, it's going. It goes.
Very nice.
And explodes in a big cloud of green worms. You think that's a bad thing, Sessions, and I know why. Because now, what you can't see, reader, is that Eardangle, in the way that this works with we've all played. Reader, you play D&D, you know how this works. Eardangle was standing between Sessions and the big Hoove horror demon.
Yeah.
And I think that Graham was looking at that situation and thinking, well, as long as Eardangle is there, I might take a little bit of damage, I might have to deal with some stuff, but Mike's attention is going to be elsewhere. But now Eardangle has gone as a result of Sessions' own actions.
Yes.
But Sessions has a move now.
No,
Giant
that's how I
monster.
finished my game.
Well, last call, I said. Yeah, and that was the
So it
damage
takes
was
damage on
taken
its go.
at the beginning of its round.
Yeah.
That has rather ended things.
Eardangle was nicely situated at the end of my go between me and it.
But has now perished.
Yeah.
Turns. Hooves hears the wet as Eardangle is destroyed by the Spirit Guardians. Glances up the corridor at you, Sessions. It says,
You must be destroyed.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't care about you, Sessions. It's going to stamp south.
Yeah, I was about to say, what happened to all of this it wants to head south business?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just winding Graham up. It's going to stamp south. It had to go south anyway, Paul. It was a very strange discussion with Johnny about where it was going. It wasn't going to stand in the Spirit Guardians, was it? It stamps south through Johnny Square. It makes a perception check at the point that it goes past Buggy, rolling only a 6. Not noticing that Uncle Buggy is not really unconscious. And it stumps out of your field of view, Sessions, and away. You don't know where it went. Now, Hingehead is going to make a perception check to see if it notices or realizes that Uncle Buggy is actually okay. It's quite difficult. I mean, it's, I don't know. Well, a 17, its perception is okay. That's a 19 in total. I think we're going to have to make you make a roll, Buggy. I don't know quite how we do this. Is it a deception check? Is there such a thing?
Yes.
Yes.
I have
Off
plus
you go.
0.
Well, give it a shot. You never know.
So I've got to beat 17, is that correct?
Yeah.
A 19?
Oh, it's a 19, is it?
Well, it's
give it a
17
go.
plus 2. Yep.
Give it a go.
You never know. Might happen. Doesn't happen.
You could use your old dice.
Use my old dice.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather use it for something else, do you think?
It's up
Well,
to
it's
you.
going to stomp on you.
I need a 19 or 20.
It's going to
So
be
you need a
attacking at
14.
advantage.
Huh?
Well, if you've got to roll the Ort dice.
Oh, I get
an
the
extra
1d6, don't
Yeah,
I?
you got a better chance of doing
I'm
it.
going to use the Urt dice.
The Ort dice. Yep.
So I roll it now.
Yep. Roll it now.
Is that
Oh,
15?
it's a 7.
Oh, fucking thing didn't roll over onto it's half on a 15, half on a 7. I think that's cocked.
Well, let's have a think. I mean, if there's a way of deciding which one it ended. Oh,
It's
yeah,
sort
it's
of
fine.
cocked.
It's a 7. Okay, and
It's cocked.
What do you?
can't make it. What are you adding? Nothing.
It looks more cocked. It looks more on a 15 than a 7.
Well, I'm afraid we'd just have to live with the 7 that it is.
That's the sound of clutching at straws from the bale of hay.
Yeah.
It does look a bit more like a 15 than a 7. Come on.
It does to you.
To
me, it looks like a lovely, clear 7. Well, that's not your D6 is not going to make any difference to that. So it knows that you're there.
Okay, well, I give a gap-toothed grin up at it.
That's not going to affect anything. Now, you're not incapacitated. As a result, it's not going to hit you for an automatic critical, but it is attacking at advantage because you're prone, correct?
Yes.
First attack with the claw. Only rolls a 7, which is a 13, which wouldn't be enough. Let's roll another dice. Getting a 9, which is a 15, which is not enough. Am I right?
Yes, correct.
Second attack at advantage. Oh.
That's a hit.
17 is going to be a hit. 13 points of slashing damage.
Right,
now
I'll have to find out whether I still rage after I've been knocked down. It ends early if you're knocked unconscious.
Yes, you were knocked unconscious.
So I take 13?
Yep.
So I'm dead again.
Okay, and it then has to decide what it wants to do with its last attack. But it's Christmas. So what it's going to do is it's going to head north towards Sessions and have its final attack on Sessions.
It enters the Spirit Guardians.
It does. It makes a saving throw. It doesn't know about the Spirit Guardians. It has no idea what the Spirit Guardians are. Rolling a 19, so that's going to be a save. How much damage?
Well, it's 12, half 6.
6 points of damage. Okay, it's still alive, and it attacks you with its bite. This, rolling a 1, so that's the end of that. And then Half Skull. Now, Half Skull is going to follow up. Half Skull doesn't know that Buggy is genuinely down. It stomps up following its half-headed friend backwards. You hear backwards stumble away from you up the stairs. You don't know how far it's gone.
Back.
Oh shit! No, backwards is stunned.
Backwards is stunned. It's incapacitated. Can't move.
Yeah. Does it get a saving throw or anything, or
nope,
is it all the way around?
End of my next round.
Understood. Okay. And then we move on to Burple on 5.
How wounded did backwards look?
You've never seen backwards. You didn't see.
I'm asking Parker.
Parker, give me a medicine check. Well, you don't need to make a check. It looked perfectly unwounded until you didn't do very much damage on it.
Right.
There you go. I can't put it better than that.
Well, I hit it twice, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
And how's Parker doing for hit points? Still on
15 now.
15, and Alessandra's also on 15, right?
Yep.
So I think tactically,
we need to
kill these two in front of Sessions, grab Buggy, and get up the stairs.
I think so.
So I would suggest, Dan, you do damage on backwards.
I could.
Or on the one in front of Sessions.
Yeah.
If you do something on the one in front of Sessions, then I can move ahead and attack. What's he called? Half something.
How wounded is the one in front of Sessions?
We think the one directly in front of Sessions
Hingehead
is nearly dead.
And that's the one that does the screamy thing that Mike has forgotten to roll. So
yes.
Shh. It's probably a good idea for me to attack. Attack that one then. Okay, well I can do.
But make sure you get out the way again so I can have a go as well.
No, I can't. Can you attack from within a square? You just can't end your move in a square. So I can move into Sessions' square and hit it, right?
Probably at disadvantage.
Probably at disadvantage -6.
Yeah.
Whereas instead I could just do Dissonant Whispers on it.
That sounds.
The question is, how many hit points has it got left? Do you think a first level will be enough? 3d6. Goes up by 1d6 at every level. I've got 1 second, 1/3, 1/4 left.
3d6 should be.
3d6 should be enough.
Safe to half. 3d6 safe to half.
I'll give it a go.
Alright, let's do that. Mike, Dissonant Whispers on Hingehead.
Okay, you can see Yes, you can see Hingehead. I'm saying you can draw a line from the corner of your to the corner of his thingy.
Yeah.
DC, okay, rolling a 15, getting a... Sorry, what kind of save was it? Sorry to be embarrassingly
It's a Wisdom
hopeless.
save DC 14.
It makes that save.
It makes the save, so it takes half
of
Drum roll.
Drum roll, yeah. I mean, I know the number.
9.
9. 4.
And
So
that isn't the number.
4.
That isn't the number. Okay. Yeah.
And
Right.
then still got to move. Still got to move. I will just move around the corner there like that. Out of the way.
Tucking yourself into the corner of the coffin room.
Yeah.
Where they can't see you.
Yeah.
Alessandra on 4.
Alessandra on 4 is going to move into the centre of the coffin room, draw her crossbow again, and try and shoot through or past, not through, literally through Sessions.
We'll see. We'll see how you do. Trying to spear Sessions onto Hingehead. Off you go.
I'm class 17.
Is a hit.
Okay.
Even with the cover from Sessions.
Even with the cover from Sessions. So crossbow damage is an enormous 5, but there's a sneak attack as well.
Okay. Yes.
Which is another 13, so that's 18 points of
damage. Your crossbow bolt, it happens to have just opened its giant head up like this, and your crossbow bolt just goes right into the back of it, and the whole thing just collapses like a giant dead Muppet.
Lovely. And then I will tuck myself around the corner next to Burple to finish my roll, to finish my move.
Finish your move, okay, and that's the bottom of the round. It is the third. You've got 3 more rounds to go of your horrible minus d6. Parker on 20.
Okay, well, I will move back to the creature, backwards.
Backwards.
I will do 2 attacks at advantage on it.
Yep.
Looking for criticals. So the first.
Why at advantage?
Because it's stunned.
Until to the end of your next round.
Yeah, to the end of my next round.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So, well, that's a 12.
That's a hit. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh dear. What's that?
That's an advantage.
So you roll again.
Yep. Yeah, looking for a critical. So that's a hit. So that does.
What?
He rolled an advantage.
I rolled an advantage.
Sorry, so the 1 was the second attack.
Yeah.
So that's 8 points of damage.
Of course, it wouldn't have been if. Anyway. Yeah. Yep. 8 points of damage.
And the second attack is an 18. Looking for a critical. No. Okay, so it's a hit. Normal hit. Doing 7 points of damage.
Yep. Can you give me a perception check, Parker?
11 this time.
Is enough. When you turned the corner, it was unwounded. You've done some damage on it again, but by the time you got to it, it was unwounded.
Given that it's stunned.
Well, it was. Oh, it still is.
Yeah,
yes.
Right. And I have one more. Again, I'm going back to this unarmed strike. Is there any? Does hitting it when it's stunned with the unarmed strike? Give me any advantage on not getting worms on my hands?
I can only leave you to make your own judgment about that. I tell you what, I'll give you one thing. It is stunned, but the worms
are crawling
still
about.
Wiggle. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, then I will move then.
Otherwise,
back
you'd had
round.
to have individually punched each worm.
Yeah. I'll move back round out of its way while it's still stunned.
And Bugraft on Uncle Buggy on 16, back to death saving throws.
Right, this is the saving throw.
It's
15.
made it.
That's
One success. Sessions on 13.
The first thing I want to try is I'm going to step back 5 feet. Yeah.
Yep.
Can I see backwards?
There's no facing in this game.
Yeah. Do I have a line of sight to him? That's what I'm asking. Because I know he's on the stairs.
Oh, I see. Sorry, can you see backwards? As in, can you see the creature
It's
backwards?
called backwards, yeah.
I'm gonna say that you.
There's a straight line.
There's a straight line if you don't count the doorway as being narrower than the main thing. But I would say yes, you can see him.
Okay.
From the corner of your square, you can draw a line through the door to a corner of its square.
Okay, so at that point, I'm going to raise my holy symbol and turn undead.
On backwards?
On both of them. Backwards and half skull.
Backwards and half skull. Okay, tell me about turn undead, because it's been a while.
Okay, so they need to make a wisdom DC 15 saving throw.
Right.
Each undead that you can see
or here within 30 feet of you. Actually, so I
didn't matter. Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Must make a wisdom saving throw. Creature fails its saving throw, is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage.
Yes, absolutely. Right, here we go.
Run away.
Yeah, I understand completely. So here we go. So first of all, let us make these. So it's a DC 15 wisdom save.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So backwards. First roll.
Fail.
It's a fail, but gets to roll again and still fails. So backwards is going to go backwards. Okay. Does it do it now with its reaction? Yes, I think you just said that, didn't you? Or did you not? No, it doesn't go now. It goes in.
Right, so its turns trying to move away from you.
Yeah, fine. Okay. And then half skull.
Yeah.
Fails and fails. You don't, I mean, somehow you know that both of them.
I feel the power. Yeah.
You feel the power. Now, here, did you say? What was the range?
30 feet.
Okay, fine. Anything else from sessions?
Well, I think I will stick where I am.
So actually, move one step backwards towards Alessandra so that it won't take any damage on the beginning of its turn.
Oh, yes. Good thinking, Parker. Yes.
Okay, so session steps away so that it doesn't get damaged by
move it out of the Spirit Guardians, yeah.
And that's it for you. Right, backwards. You hear backwards, well, I mean, I don't know how... Well, moving up the stairs away from you. Mm-hmm. Yes?
Yep.
Half skull turns tail and runs. And they move, right?
Yep.
Guess so, yeah.
Okay. You don't know where it's ended up, but it went running off south. It trampled over Uncle Buggy. We're going to come to the damage for that in a moment. And disappeared out of view. Now, Uncle Buggy, it's wearing giant spiked boots.
Those lawn ones.
Yeah.
No impact on me.
Huge spiked poison boots.
I'm just a tiny hobbit and they miss.
But because it's got the feet of a centipede. No. So, fine. So it's gone that way. That's that for them. That's that for it. That's that for everything. Things happen that you can't see, but we aren't going to get into the detail of that. And we move on to Burple on 5.
I think we can get out.
Do we want to?
That's so Dan.
No, but the bad guy has used a lot of his spells.
Completely expected that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If someone can heal me, I don't mind going back in.
Running away.
Press the advantage, isn't that right, Dan?
Yeah, that's right. Burple will go up to Buggy and do a
steal stuff.
Shoot him.
Starts pulling his boots.
Put him out of his misery.
Stamp on his head.
Yeah, just take his stuff first.
Yeah, take his stuff. Yeah, I'll take his stuff.
He won't remember that he had it.
I will do a...
I think he's asleep.
I'm not asleep.
I can't say it. I can't get it out of my mouth.
We need to have a T-shirt printed. We need to have a T-shirt printed up for that. And if we ever have a merch store that does anything, just need a T-shirt that says, "I'm not asleep. I was on mute." Johnny with a speech bubble.
I will do a second level.
Perfect Christmas gift, readers. Yep.
Cure wounds on Buggy.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Very nice.
For 18.
Thank you.
Wow, difficult to kill people in this game, isn't it? I mean, unless you've got loads and loads of spells.
So if I do a few heals on myself, I might be able to go back in if anybody wants to.
That's
keep
my
fighting.
round.
Okay, we move on to Alessandra on 4.
So, are we going back in or are we going away? That's the question.
Well, you go next.
Yes, quick check.
Nobody is prepared to decide, are they?
Free action. Look at sessions. Sessions. Shall we continue?
I don't know. I feel quite resource depleted.
Time to take the coin out.
Parker, how are you feeling? Shall we go ahead or shall we go for a rest?
I think we should go for a rest.
Okay.
I need at least a short rest and a heal before I go back in.
Yeah, but
I need to get my key point.
It will then get its Hunger of Hadar back.
After a short rest.
Maybe
I don't need a long rest. I need a short rest.
I could do with a short
very
rest.
interesting decision making.
I get key points back after a short rest, and then
Mike, what time of evening is it?
Until the evening. No, it's not evening.
It's not evening.
It's mid-morning.
Oh, okay. So we got hours
Short
to
rest
go.
is a good idea.
I don't think it's much later than 11.
Okay, and when are we on? Are we on again today, or are we waiting?
No, you're not on again today. There are 8 bouts today.
Okay,
And
so
then you're
Okay, so we've got a short rest and a long rest ahead of us.
We need the short rest, the long rest for the bouts, don't we? You can only long rest once in 24 hours.
Yes, we've got a long rest later on tonight, effectively.
So a short rest might help us.
A short rest might help us.
Well,
It won't give me my spells back, but it will.
Key points.
The spirit of Christmas is moving me
and
to
hit
be
points.
helpful to you, but I don't know.
The spread of hit points. If this thing, we've got to get this thing though.
I mean, what kind of spell is Hunger of Hadar? I mean, you've got to think about that.
Hunger of Hadar is a
4th level spell.
No, he's a warlock spell. He's a warlock. He gets his spells back after a short rest. Is that right?
He'll be able to do it again.
Sessions roasting on an open fire.
So do we press ahead then?
We can't do anything about it if he gets it back.
We could stop him having a short rest. We just plough on without having a short rest.
We cast Dispel Magic.
Got 3 first levels, 1/3, 1/4.
This is great.
You've got
I'm
another
loving this.
Have you got Dispel Magic, anybody?
Big
just
decision.
in case he does another 100.
No, I have first and second level spells now.
Big decision.
And
I
only
mean, if
one
I get
second
some
level
heals, I'm reasonably fighting fit. I just don't get flurry of blows, but I still get 3 attacks a round.
I mean, how many shots has he
And
fired?
in 3 rounds, there's 3 more rounds left while I'm doing negative. My negative are 1d6. So at the moment, I'm basically attacking at +2 in the worst case.
This is a conversation that is taking place like lightning between you all as Anasandra weighs up in the balance what to do next. But what do you decide?
What healing have you got?
I've got no healing.
Oh, I've got
I've got
one.
some healing.
I vote that we just boost ourselves, go back, and go down there.
So
Short rest.
short rest.
No short
No
rest.
short rest. Okay, well, I am going to...
A short rest would work against us if it recovers its spells.
Yeah.
I'm going to move down the corridor to just in front of Buggy. That's one move.
You need to wait for the heals, don't you?
Am I going to get some heals?
Yes. That's what I was just saying. We plough the heals into the party and go back in.
All right, I will...
The thing is,
in
he's a
which case I'll
warlock,
wait.
isn't he? So he's probably got quite a few Hunger of Hadars.
It seemed to only have one though.
I don't know how
4th
warlocks
level.
work.
No, he cast it at 4th level.
He
cast
cast
it
it
at
at
3rd level.
So he's probably got a 3rd level Hunger of
How
Hadar.
much do you know about warlocks, guys?
Not much.
They're
Shall
sort of packed.
in the spirit of Christmas, should I tell you something about warlocks?
Well,
don't tell us,
maybe I
don't
get
tell
an
us.
intelligence check or a wisdom check, Burple.
I tell you what, make an intelligence check. No, because there's no point. Because
No, don't tell us.
It's metagaming anyway.
Yeah.
Any intelligence
Yeah.
check can't tell you rules. That's not right.
You don't know what they do.
All right, well, in which case, I'm going to... Who's going to be doing the healing?
I am.
Right, in which case I'm going to move to in front of Burple, who's closing in on Buggy. Just so I've got...
just healed Buggy.
Who's just healed Buggy. So I'm just going to get closer up, so it's less move ahead. And that will be my round.
Okay.
Parker on 20.
Well,
This is the penultimate round of your minus D6.
Yes, we wait. We obviously wait for that to go away.
I mean, metagaming, obviously.
Well, I guess I will move up and I will do a cure wounds on myself,
So we've got
which is 1d8 plus 2.
Buggy, Alessandra, Burple, and Parker queuing up in the little passageway heading south towards the training hall. Yep. Parker, you've done a cure on yourself.
Yeah. Yep. And one question is: somebody else going to give me a heal?
I've got 3 first level heals that I will
I'm just
cast.
saying, shall I move to Sessions or move forward, or is Sessions going to move up towards me, or how are we going
Nice
to
question
proceed?
for Greg.
Because I could move through the party and be at the front,
Then you'd be out of range.
but then I'd be out of range of Sessions. That's all I'm just trying to work out. Because we don't want to
I stay at the
spend
front.
too
I'm the
much
front
time.
line fighter.
Well, whatever. Okay, I moved to basically the back of this column of us moving through, and then Sessions can come up behind me and do a heal on me or whatever. That's my round.
Sessions.
Okay. It is now Sessions on 13.
No, hang on. You missed Buggy out.
Buggy goes before Sessions.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Buggy.
I'm doing a Cure Light Wounds on myself.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent.
10.
Very nice.
Oops.
Sessions.
And then, should I move?
Oh, yeah.
Anybody?
How are you doing for hit points?
I've now got 28.
Parker, how many have you got?
I've now got 23. I think one more round of heals would be quite good before we move on in. But we can all move up as a group now, right? We can move into that chamber and then...
I'll move into the chamber and
be ready to look round the corner.
Look down that corridor. I'll move into the chamber that I was in before, look through the double doors to the east.
The double doors are closed, Buggy.
I suppose listening is an action, is it? I'll move up to it and then I'll just press my ear. I don't know if that's an action or interact with an object. Or...
give me a perception check.
12, that is.
These doors aren't padded or insulated against sound like that weird, scary door, the one that leads in here. Yep. So whatever it is that's blocking the sound that you can hear, it must be maybe 2 sets of doors back. But just like Alessandra heard before you entered this training hall, you can hear a horrible, bone-chilling wailing and screaming from through these double doors. Not like it's near you, not like it's just on the other side of the doors. Sounds distant or separated from you by a couple of barriers. Something. You don't know. That's pretty much it. That's what you can hear.
I think it's what's-his-face's girlfriend.
On 13, things happen. We move on to Burple on 5.
What happened to Sessions?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sessions on 13.
Okay, I'll move up to Parker and Cure Light Wounds second level.
You're maintaining your spirit guardians. How long do they last? Forever?
Not forever.
How long? It's like a minute, though. They'll only be going for about 5 or 6 rounds or so.
Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Fine. So we
I have the meta magic rod, so that's up to 20 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. And you're not casting any concentration spells, so that's you done. Is it Sessions on 13?
The cure on Parker.
Parker? Who's going to roll it?
I'll roll it. Why not?
You roll it, yeah. Always better.
7.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Glad you did.
And 3, 10, 14 points of healing.
Bit of a Christmas bonus.
Lovely.
Stuff happens.
Springs in the air
after Sessions' turn. Things take place, but we aren't going to peer too deeply at what those things are. And we move on to Burple on 5.
Burple will cast Cure Wounds on Alessandra.
Thank you.
Don't thank me, it's not going to be much. 6.
Well, that's better than nothing, so...
Better than the poke in the eye with a burnt stick.
And it's a burnt stick. I will move up into the room, just behind Uncle Buggy, and that's my round. Fast, efficient.
Alessandra on 4.
Alessandra's going to use her move action to go up to the doors next to Uncle Buggy, and then she's going to stealthily do a perception check on listening again.
Okay, I mean, you're trying not to be heard, yes?
Yes, I'm doing a stealth check.
Okay, so do the stealth check, yep.
Which is at advantage.
Yep.
Rolling a 17.
Okay, you're
actually rolling a 20.
Yeah, you're utterly silent as you listen, you crane your senses through the doors. You crane your senses? No, you don't. You strain your... I don't know. Anyway, you concentrate your senses through
18.
the doors. Oh, okay. You can hear kind of what Uncle Buggy heard. At some remove from you, there is a horrible screeching sound. You're not sure how far away from you.
Mm-hmm.
That bumper perception check reveals to you that just on the other side of the door, you think there are creatures. Anything else? Is that you done?
No, that's me.
Next round is Parker on 20. Last round of your minus D6.
Okay, well, I'll just move up.
Move up to the doors.
In front of Burple and next to...
Yeah, and on 16 it is Uncle Buggy at the doors.
I am going to do another heal.
Mm-hmm.
How many more have you got?
I've got 3 left. So I roll 1d8 and add 2. Ooh, wow. That's 8 plus 2, 10.
Bloody hell.
So I'm almost
Nice.
Is
getting
that
up.
it for Uncle
Sessions will.
Readers. Sessions is still up in the room with basically in the room with the coffins.
Yeah, Sessions
we
moves
should
down the
put-
corridor. Actually, he'll move next to Burple.
Yeah, so we've got a queue of you running up along the wall next to these double doors into the scary green energy beam horror altar room. Yep.
Yeah.
Burple on 5.
Burple will cast a Cure Wounds on Parker.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh,
11 points.
very nice.
Excellent.
Daily rolls we're making.
Is that it for Burple?
That's it for Burple.
Alessandro on 4.
It's a toughie. I think what Alessandra is going to do is take a 5-footer,
Yeah, you
Just-
want to step
wanna
back. Your range.
tuck herself behind the door, and that'll be her round.
That's it. That's
no,
it. Okay.
no, sorry. She's
I
going
love
to.
it. I love it.
She's going to ready an action.
What's she going to ready?
She's going to ready to shoot at whatever greeble she can see should the doors come open.
Okay.
Fast and completely meaningless go. Yes. Next person.
Parker on 20, and you're no longer affected by the weird mental
Yay.
issue that was a hangover from that crazy spell that was cast on you.
Hurrah. So are we bursting through the doors, or are we doing...
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
Alessandra, is this...
Yeah.
Are you planning to do any more sneaky...
No, that's fine. Go for it.
Oh, fuck it. I will open the door and attack
Whatever you can see.
whatever's in front of me.
You open the door. Straight away, there is a creature 5 foot inside the door. It's half skull, gribbling with worms. Behind it, and slightly to the left, is another one of these spawn of Kios. This one is the one with the weird bent and kind of twisted arms. Slightly further back, through a second set of double doors that are open, you can see another one of these spawn. This one has got its feet on backwards, but the rest of it is forwards. So it's sort of looking like it might be walking away and walking toward, but it's not the same as fully backwards, not the same as the other one. Behind that, there is a crackling beam of green energy running from your right to your left, so from south to north, across the room from an altar with a set of scrolls upon it. And then in the far corner of the larger room that you can see right through to, there's another door that was closed before. It's now open. And on the other side of it is a creature with the weird hingeable head, very like the one that you saw before. Yes? And it's just sort of shambling around. It's just paying attention to you as you open the door. What would you like to do? Instant decision.
I will
Are you
take
going to step forward?
5-foot step forward.
You take a step forward into that chamber.
Into the side.
The moment that you do so, Parker, a couple of things happen. The first thing that happens is that this creature at the far side of the main room, the thing with the enormous opening head, issues an
Screeches.
awful, heart-wrenching scream that runs right through you. The second thing that happens is you realise as you stepped into this chamber that you stepped into some kind of aura, some kind of awful, unholy aura, and you feel a kind of dark doom and despair just flow from the floor up through your feet and into your body, almost to the point where you feel like reeling and stepping back. And the creatures start Hoove standing at the back goes,
Welcome to my chambers.
and we will pick things up next week.
God, all over again. Whose idea was this, by the way? To carry
Yours.
on? It was
Dan's.
yours. Press
Dan.
ahead. Press ahead.
Pipe the door shut and then
I didn't get the
retreat.
rest of my round.
The Billowing Hilltop podcast is a Billowing Hilltop production. Dungeons & Dragons is a trademark of Wizards of the Coast. The Champion's Belt and Age of Worms are copyright Paizo. The Champion's Belt was written by Tito Lietti. Music is from Kevin MacLeod and Incompetech.com and is used with thanks under the Creative Commons license. Additional music and sound effects come from the wonderful Sirenscape. All other original material is copyright Billowing Hilltop. Role-playing games are all about getting people together, and we use Roll20 as our tabletop, the perfect place to host your game, and Discord to host our chat. Thanks for listening!